Coming to you today from Portland, Oregon, on the bench. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. And the Bucks with possession here. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here is Holiday. To the paint, it's Solomon to Kumbo. Here's Lopez, finished off the break.
Aggressive move that time by Lopez, took it right at him.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Covington passes to Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Three-pointer, Lillard. That one's not going to go. The Bucks go the other way with it.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
It's tipped. Now, here's Lillard. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Here's Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Middleton outside. Bangs home the trifecta. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
The wide open look here for Holiday. They get it back. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. Lays it up off the glass.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Holiday against Lillard to stop the run. Not going to go that time. Excellent D there from Holiday. There's the lob into Kumbo, and Giannis throws it down.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
McCollum outside. Keeps it alive. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got his second basket of the game.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Now here's Middleton. Lopez outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
We've got 1:08 left here in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Passes it to Lopez. Now Holiday covered by Lillard. Lopez kicks to Middleton. Rebounded by Covington. Trailblazers trail by 5. And that one's good. Lillard.
Major props to Lillard there. Terrific focus to get hit on that shot and still deliver.
Holiday attacking. Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard, and here's Nurkic. Lillard finds Nurkic. Over in the corner, Lillard shoots it. That one, no good.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And that does it for the first quarter. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnover.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. P.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the point. Here is Forbes after Enes Kanter's basket. Fires at the elbow. Shot's good by Middleton. Middleton's got 5 now.
Yeah, you know, when you shoot the ball as well as Middleton does, you want to be hungry in looking for your shots. I mean, shot hungry is a good thing when you've got the stroke that he has, mid-range and long distance.
Here's Simons. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 6 on the shot clock. A 3 from McCollum. A rebound by the Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. Tucker, the pass to Connaughton. There's the pass to Forbes. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far.
You know, this is the next step in his development. Forbes understanding when to look to score from there.
McCollum outside. Here's Simons. Kanter trying to free himself up. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here is Forbes. Pass to Nora. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Clock at 4. Nice shot by Portis. And the Bucks lead by 7.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Simons. Pass to Kanter. He kicks it to McCollum. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
Here is Forbes. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Picked his pocket. And it's the Bucks on the break. Pass to Portis. Back to Forbes. Now the pass to Portis. Can't hit from in close. Trailblazers trail by 3. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That is his first foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Giles comes in for Anthony. Little, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. There's 21 seconds left in the first half. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic, stolen by Holiday. He feeds it to Lopez.
Oh,
What a finish!
Boy, looking to add to his highlight reel that time, the big fella. Lopez showing you a little extra athletic ability for a big guy.
Three-pointer, Lillard. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's it for the... Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end. And that should...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in its center. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now here's Lillard. Sinks the triple. Lillard's got 5 now.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Holiday against Lillard. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for him.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Now here is Holiday. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. So for the Trailblazers, Giles checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Derek Jones in for McCollum. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here is Lillard. He's got 7. Nurkic with it. Kicks it to Jones. Lillard left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And Nurkic gets it to go.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. DiVincenzo against Jones. Middleton looking it over. Powell with the steal. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Lillard's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Now, here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. Outside, Jones. Shot clock at 6. Back to Lillard. Dishes it to Nurkic. Misses off the right iron. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Middleton for 3. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Nurkic the pass to Giles. He kicks to Powell for the lead. They get the rebound.
So impressive with the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Here's Antetokounmpo after the basket by Yusuf Nurkic. Lopez. No good. Great D that time from Nurkic. Nice break. Here come the Trailblazers. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Lobbed up there for Lopez. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Norman Powell. Little, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And stolen by Jeff Teague. Lays it in off the breakaway. And the Bucks lead by 2.
You got to like the activity of Teague. Excellent work staying alert and aware and finding a way to make an impact at both ends.
Here's Simons. It's good.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Teague the pass to Portis. Now here's Tucker. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Teague for 3. It doesn't go for him. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Portland. Collin comes in for Little. McCollum outside. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. For the lead. It's rebounded by Portis.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's McCollum. Defense is right there. Cantor, high post. Pass to Simons. And good that time. Simons has got 4 points in the quarter. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. From Portland, we're back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the fourth quarter. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Hits the 3-point bomb. Middleton's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Bucks. Now McCollum. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Now here is Holiday. He's guarded closely. To the middle. Portis kicks to Connaughton. Clock at 6. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Powell, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
Now here's Teague. Covington with the steal. Lillard with it. Picked up by Portis. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Giles checked in for Portland. Derek Jones comes in for McCollum. Milwaukee also making some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Feeds it to Cantor. Outside, Jones. Just 5 to shoot. It's Powell on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for the Bucks. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to DiVincenzo. And the Bucks miss again. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. The first one falls. McCollum's checked in for Derek Jones. Both good from the line that time. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Lillard against Holiday. Drops in the layup for 2. Holiday's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Lopez with the steal. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And the dunk by Giannis.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Lillard against Holiday. Back to Lillard. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Just 4 to shoot. Here's McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
Lillard with the bucket.
Somebody's really lit the fuse for Damian Lillard.
51 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And here's Giannis.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Lillard from outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9, and they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Cantor's checked in. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee.
Yeah, Antetokounmpo has really learned how to get himself to the foul line. It's one of the easiest ways to score the ball. He gets to the stripe at a higher clip with each passing year.
Lillard from outside. Again, the miss by Lillard. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Portland, no good that time either. From deep three-point range, can't connect. And so the Bucks take the win. A narrow... David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Welcome. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
And the Clippers starting five. They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. And for the Trailblazers, Anthony out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Lillard in at point.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. But this team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Here's Lillard after the Clippers pick up 2. Pass to Nurkic. Kicks to Anthony. Dishes to Lillard. 5 on the clock. From downtown, here's Nurkic. Lays it up and banks it in.
Now, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
George with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic. Back to George. Jackson looking around, and that's going to be a travel. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Lillard outside. From deep. Lillard again missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the wide open shot from Morris. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Beautiful looking jumper from Morris. He has such a nice release.
Lillard against Jackson. Lillard attacking. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. Back to Nurkic. The wide open look here for Anthony. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Now, realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Here's George. Powell pulls it in. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Now, what more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother.
Clippers trail by 4. Outside Leonard. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
1:43 left in the first. George passes to Morris. Back to George. Three-pointer. And it's Portland with the rebound. Here's Powell. Makes it off the glass.
I like to see this little patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Clippers trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And here is Zubac. Back to Jackson. Zubac kicks to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. And he makes good on the layup.
And Jackson is very good at catching the D off guard, especially inside where he needs to be fast and getting that shot off.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 7.
And you can tell Lillard loves to test his range. I mean, he's showing how confident he is pulling the trigger.
Leonard attacking. And the pass to Zubac. Jackson kicks to Leonard. Over Anthony. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
It's Powell on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And a chance here to...
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Trailblazers lead by 2. From Portland, we're back in a moment.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah. Love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
Ennis Cantor is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. That gives them the lead. Beverly's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Beverly wide open. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Beverly's got 5 points now this quarter.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. McCollum outside. From deep. Batum grabs the miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Passes to Kennard. Back to Batum. Kennard finds Batum over Jones. A shot by Batum, no good. Trailblazers trail by 3. Ahead, and it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Now Beverly, 5 points in the game, and Cousins throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. And a wide open look for McCollum. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McCollum's got it all tied up now for Portland. Now here's Rondo. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Beverly dishes to Cousins. Now here's Rondo. He's covered closely. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Talk about an advanced distributor. I mean, there's passes that point guards can make, and there's passes that Rajon Rondo.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Anthony's checked in for Portland. McCollum. No good on that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
Pass to Kennard. Here's the 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
You know, with Kennard, he can do things other than shoot. I mean, and that helps open up the 3-ball for him.
A minute 20 left in the first half. Out to Anthony. Pass to Simons. Back to Anthony. Batum with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Here's Okulu, and foul on the shot, so he'll get it. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video reviews showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. Powell, he's checked in for McCollum. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. Here's Beverly. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. Trailing here by 8.
Sometimes it's impossible to contain Nurkic. At his height and weight, he's great at finishing through contact.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Outside for Batum. It'll count. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 6-point lead at the end of
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. And for the Clippers, the wing tandem of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Thanks for joining.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Patrick Beverly. He's been playing really well.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Jackson. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the small forward position. Lillard against Jackson. Lillard attacking. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
Some people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
The toughness and the edge Nurkic provides, it's awesome. A physical big man. He makes an impact on both ends of the floor.
George with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He dishes it to Morris. From down in the low post, it goes. Morris has got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers. Jackson against Lillard for the 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Powell, no one around him. Portland again missing.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Morris with the bucket.
It hasn't taken them any time to find their rhythm in the second half. 4 for 4 from the field already.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut back down to 10 points after they get the bucket from Damian Lillard. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Right side, Leonard. Over Little. Again, Los Angeles.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Lillard finds Powell. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's George. And that's good off the glass that time. George has got his first bucket in this one.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, the results are clear as day. Great approach coming into the third quarter. We'll see if they can keep it up.
Jackson against Covington. Outside Jackson. Outside George. Shoots from 8. Shoots over Powell. And it's George missing.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
The pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. This one for 3. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
And they're going to have to pay closer attention to him beyond the arc. I mean, he's got 2 threes in this half, a total of 3 overall.
The 3 from George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Little with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Offensive rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Zubac the pass to Jackson. For 3. Zubac in the post. Here's George. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. George has got 9 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Jackson against Lillard. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Feeds it to Jackson. Passes it to Zubac. The shot by George. Walk. And it's... Yeah! Wow! He nails the buzzer beater!
Yeah, now they are firing on all.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Derek Jones. Ennis Cantor is out there with Little. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Over in the corner, Cousins. No good on the 3. Trailblazers trail by 21. Here's McCollum. Count the basket.
He's an excellent penetrator. As soon as McCollum sees a lane, he's all over.
LA's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Pass to Kennard. That's tipped. Here's McCollum. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Gotta love the aggressiveness of McCullough. He doesn't back down from the defense, embraces getting hit while shooting.
And Portland making a change here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Clippers leading by 17. Here's Beverly. Pass to Kennard. Six to shoot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Here's Simons. The pass to Cantor. He kicks it to McCollum. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Leonard.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And Kennard wide open. He shoots and misses it off the right side of the rim. And it's McCollum in the corner. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Over Jones. And Leonard gets it to go. And the Clippers lead by 19.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
There's the dish to Beverly. Passes it to Kennard. Off target with his three.
Well, that's just a lucky break for the D. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Batum with the steal. Over in the corner, Beverly. The tray. Kennard for three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
But there isn't a spot on the floor where Kennard isn't comfortable with his jump shot. I mean, there are a lot of hot zones out there for him.
McCollum passes to Simons. From deep three-point range, here's Cantor. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. That one is off.
Well, known for his unique personality, Cantor also remains a solid role player, someone his teammates enjoy playing with.
Damian Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers.
They're looking to get the most out of every possession. Frustrated to miss even one free throw right now.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Leonard inside. Hollis Jefferson's there. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Clippers.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for George.
Well, he had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was a complete package.
C.J. McCollum with the rebound. Lillard from outside. Kept alive.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Rondo looking over the floor. Kicks it to Patterson. Over Jones. Patterson can't get it to go. And again, Portland running the court in transition. Offensive rebound. McCollum outside. Hits it from three-point range.
This is who McCollum is, someone who's ready to fire as soon as the ball touches his hands.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap. Griffin is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving at the point. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Powell in at the small forward position. Outside Jordan. On the wing, Harden. Goes up on the high post. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And it's Jordan with the jam.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Cullen passes to Kanter. Over Jordan. Kanter's shot is off.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Now, here is Irving. Fires the three. Harris passes to Irving. That shot, no good. Good D by McCollum.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Passes it to Harden. Kicks it to Jordan. Back to Harden. He feeds it to Griffin. And McCollum with the block. 5 to shoot. Harden the pass to Irving. Shoots over Lillard. Irving can't hit.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Robert Covington. Harden dishes to Jordan. Irving surveying the floor. And just miss after miss right now.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Such a wide open look. McCollum's got 8 points.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
But if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Irving, good.
You know, that's what he wants more of. Up until now, the accuracy just hadn't been there.
And there's the pass to Kanter. Lillard from deep three-point land. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Harden kicks to Griffin. Stolen by Cantor. Here's Covington. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice job by Robert Covington to draw the contact and get himself to the foul line.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Anthony comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Simons in for Lillard. Now here's Green. Pass to Claxton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Here's Anthony. After the basket by Brooklyn. Off the mark from 16 feet out. Nobody near Irving. Offensive rebound, Nets. Brown wide open. He fires. No good with the triple. Trailblazers leading by 9. Simons surveying the D. Pass to Nurkic. Fires it up. The short one's on the money.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so Green will bring it up for the Nets. Outside, KD. Back to Irving, to the inside. The shot by KD, no good. And here are the Trailblazers. They're on a 17-4 run right now. Simons, the pass to Covington, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Great positioning on the putback. Claxton's got his second bucket.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And so it's the Portland Trailblazers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've set the tone.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps them preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen, Trailblazers pretty much in control here.
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Hollis Jefferson, also Anthony out there. Nurkic is out there with C.J. McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point. Simons, the pass to Nurkic. He dishes it to McCollum, back to Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Durant up top, covered by Anthony. It's stolen by Anthony. And it's McCollum in the corner. Takes the three. That shot off the mark. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Claxton the pass to Durant. Over Anthony. The shot by KD. No good. Portland leading by 11. Here's McCollum. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Brown. And then Durant with the dunk.
Yeah, Kevin Durant makes that dunk look easy. He's so big, you can't do anything about it.
McCollum outside. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. McCollum against Durant. A 3-ball. Carmelo Anthony, and that's good. Anthony's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Nets trail by 12.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. A 3 from McCollum. Green with the rebound.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Unloads from 13. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. McCollum's got 10 points. Outside Durant. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Griffin comes in for Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And James Harden has subbed in for Landry Shamet.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Powell, the pass to Cantor. He kicks to Lillard. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And too long on the shot.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
They are just killing him on the interior.
The Nets shooting their first free throw of the game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
Lillard outside. Takes a 3. Brooklyn with the rebound.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Lillard, the pass to Jones. Back to Lillard. And that comes off the assist by Jones. He has 5.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Outside for Jordan. Irving dishes to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
3-pointer, Lillard. The shot, no good. And some good action. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. A tremendous start for C.J. McCollum. He had 10 points, 2 assists. And that's going to do it for us here.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Harden. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Griffin. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Irving in at the point guard.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Jones against Harden, and the layup's good off the glass. Harden's got 9 points. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. And the dunk by Powell.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Outside Irving. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Again, the miss by Lillard.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
So they take the lead. Harden's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Lillard, the pass to Giles. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game.
The quick thinking wins Dame assists. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
Pass to Griffin. It's stolen. Left side Jones. Inside. Cantor kicks to Lillard. The pass to Jones. Fires the 3. Lillard misses.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Brown outside. Green dishes to Durant. Back to Green. Over Anthony. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. It's stolen by Green. To the middle. It's tipped. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in.
And this is Durant's game, right? As soon as he catches the ball, he's ready. Pre-shot preparation outstanding.
McCollum outside. Kicks to Nurkic. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. A rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Out to KD. Pass to Claxton. Back to Durant. Pulls it up. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Had the space there, but it's offline. Passes to Shamet. Here's Green. The rebound by Simon.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut to just 1 in the basket from McCollum. McCollum's got 12 points in the game. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now the pass to Claxton. Nurkic with the double team. Durant down low. Covered by Anthony. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. 16 seconds left to play here in the third. McCollum against Irving. Here's McCollum. Yep, it counts.
And with that great handle and high basketball IQ, McCollum remains a lethal pick-and-roll option.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Trailblazers lead by. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Anthony is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And here's McCollum for 3. They get it again. He hangs in there and cashes in on their second chance points. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
They kick it out to Green. A shot by Griffin. Nobody around. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Cantor comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Jones subbed in for Powell. And Doris, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. Very good presence of mind by Cantor right there. Good at taking contact and finishing through it.
Outside, KD. It's good.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
McCollum passes to Anthony. Back to McCollum. There's the dish to Covington and taken away by Brown. And now Durant running the floor, galloping all by himself.
Boy, Kevin Durant, an absolute nightmare in transition. Combined size, speed, great scoring ability. Look out.
McCollum outside. Here's Cantor. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Cantor's got 4 points this quarter. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about. And these two teams are really equal. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A different look now for Portland. Little, he's checked in for Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Brown the pass to Claxton. And he jams it with authority.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Lillard from outside. Can't hit that one. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Claxton the pass to Durant. It's deflected. And now they decide to foul intentionally. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Blake Griffin comes in for Jeff Green. James Harden, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. Looking to get back on track here.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Irving with the ball. Outside Durant. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Jordan. Outside for KD. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists in the game. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up to the Portland Trailblazers. Up top, Cantor. Back to Lillard. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. 1:30 left to play here in the fourth. Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
And is Cantor so aggressive and assertive. Big-time play.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Pass to Irving. It's up a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Huge bucket from Kyrie
Lillard finds Canner. To the paint. Here's Jones.
Oh, that was worth the price of attention. Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Lillard against Irving. Back to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Harden. And that'll be 2 free throws. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. The double checking and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls. Get into the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Yes!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Here is Lillard. Pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. The three. He's off from 3. Shot is good. But, oh, it looks like this one might get reviewed. Very close on the release. And they're going back to have a look at that shot once again to see if the horn had really sounded before. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. It'll be the Nets off the tip. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Irving. Harris is out there with Griffin. Then it's Jordan, and it's Harden in at the 2. Lillard against Harden. Cantor. And the call. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
Harris finds Harden. Durant for 3, and the Nets another 3.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Now Lillard. Down low. Here's Cantor. Nails the baby hook.
Well, the touch that Enes Kanter presents is really terrific. Unbelievable scoring inside.
Irving dishes to Harden. As we saw, 4 quarters not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime. Portland trailing here. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Lillard misses. Brooklyn's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Durant deciding where to go with it. Now here's Irving. Harris passes to Jordan. Jordan. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
Well, DJ with the fearless opportunity, boy, what a shot.
To the inside, Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Enes Kanter's willingness to be the guy to take over in a critical stretch, so impressive.
In the corner, it's Harris. Harden outside. Nets passing it around. High post, KD. Covington's there.
Well, we know Kevin Durant is one of the elite players in the NBA, and if there's a big shot to be made, he wants to take it.
Lillard attacking, and it's blocked by Jordan. Left side Durant to the middle. Count!
Absolutely fearless. DJ, go to work.
Three-pointer, Lillard. It's good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Here's Irving. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Harden against Lillard. To take the lead. Misses the 3. And he commits the intentional foul. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it. Hello, basketball fans. You've got
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. Now here's Lillard. Back to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Lopez grabs the board.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Covington. Drains the jumper to finish the break.
They start that play with aggressive defense, finish with aggressive offense.
Well, a lot of times coaches will tell you that if you play great defense, you're going to get a reward. It was a good possession all the way around.
So the Portland Trail Blazers able to put the first points up on the board. Here's Holiday. The shot that time not on target. Good D by McCollum. Inside, Howell. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
Holiday against Lillard. And Lopez throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now, here's Lillard. There's the triple. Nurkic. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Here's Milwaukee now. Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. And he banks in the layup.
Well, playmaking and scoring, that's what Giannis is up to here tonight.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there to go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
Here's Antetokounmpo, following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
Now, here's Lillard. Passes it to McCollum. He's looking for Lillard and finds him. That one goes in.
Consistent and accurate from that particular spot on the floor. The offense kind of predicts those shots. Lillard's got a good eye for the mid-range.
Here's Holiday. Lopez outside. Back to Holiday. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound, Bucks. Lopez finds Giannis. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Great feed by the center. Lopez is a solid passer. Maybe one of the better passing 5s in the league.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is on Holiday.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact. And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Lillard scanning the floor. The pass to Cantor. Tries again, and the layup is good.
One of the game's very best offensive rebounders, Cantor also has the wherewithal to quickly convert for the score.
Here's Connaughton. There's 48 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And Tucker kicks to Connaughton. Pass to Fortis. Shoots over Cantor. And again, the Bucks miss. Trailblazers leading by 3. Lillard outside. From past the arc. The second effort. And scoring with the play inside is Cantor.
It's a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Here's Forbes. And a miss there on the triple. One-on-one here. Lillard fires away from way outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, keep thinking that he can't shoot it from there, and he'll prove you wrong. Lillard lost one of those high-arching bombs.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers holding on to it. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some
being able to go through adversity and come up.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Enes Kanter. Jones is out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point. Holiday looking for an opening. There's Portis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. 6-point lead. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Simons, the pass to Cantor. Stolen by Tucker. Here's Holiday. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Simon. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And here's Holiday. And Portis throws it down.
Textbook stuff from Holiday off the pick and roll. He comes around the screen and rewards the screener with the pass.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
So when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Looking at who's out there now. What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right? And Nurkic around there, big and right on top of the cylinder.
Outside Portis. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. A nice shot by Simons.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Teague left side. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And that is why you run the pick and roll, because Teague is an absolute speed demon on those set plays.
McCollum against DiVincenzo. McCollum passes to Nurkic. Shoots over Portis. Off the left rim and out.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez comes in for Portis, and Antetokounmpo subbed in for P.J. Tucker. Portland also making some changes. Harry Giles is checked in for Robert Covington. Jones comes in for C.J. McCollum, and Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. Portland no good that time either. Bucks trail by 8. Here's Middleton. Can't connect from short range. High post, Nurkic. Antetokounmpo's there. Now here comes Teague, leading the break, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That'll be his second foul of the game. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Middleton, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo's got 8.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Teague against Lillard. Pass to Giles. Now here's Powell. He's guarded close. Goes back up. Here's Nurkic. The rebound by the Bucks. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. The Bucks have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. And the first one at the line is good.
What's interesting, as Giannis has grown in this league, the Greek Freak we know is so versatile, just competing to be one of the best players in the business.
43 seconds left now here in the second. Middleton against Powell. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down to just 2 points from the bucket for Middleton.
Middleton looking pretty comfortable right now playing in the pick and roll, whether he's passing the ball or shooting it. Right now making good decisions.
Portland again missing. The Bucks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Teague, and it's slammed in by Teague.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Teague against Lillard. They need this one. That one doesn't go. And no good that time. And the first half comes to a close. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you're for Milwaukee. The first quarter was not an easy one. They wasted no time putting themselves in a... That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center. Now here's Giannis. He's got 10. He feeds it to Lopez. The putback. Giannis on the follow. Giannis has got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
Giannis right now getting hard work done on the inside to get some extra possession.
Lillard dishes to Powell. That shot missing. Great D that time for Middleton. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And Portland with a change here, too. Jones is checked in. Here's Lopez. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Three-pointer, Lillard drains the three-pointer. Lillard's got 10 points.
Now, this is what you're going to get with Lillard. He's a gunner, and right now he's gunning from deep range.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Here's Connaughton. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Now Lillard. He's got 10. Beyond the arc. Nurkic finds Lillard. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And the Bucks with some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's P.J. Tucker in for Antetokounmpo. A different look now for Portland. And here's McCollum for 3. Unable to get that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team. Appreciate Drew Holiday getting shifty there on the inside to draw the contact.
Free throw, good, Holiday. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Bryn Forbes.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Count it.
Well, as his confidence grows, McCollum gets himself into attack mode, and that's where his game goes to another level. Beautiful drive by the young phenom.
Middleton right side. There's the 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Middleton. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Here's Simons. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Portland may have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Teague, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Teague with the ball, now defended by McCollum. Teague kicks it to Tucker. A shot by Middleton, wide open. Connects from three-point range. Middleton's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks. 1:03 left here in the third quarter. McCollum outside. Portland again missing. Milwaukee leading by 7. That's tipped. One-on-one fast break. And it's Little finishing it off.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
35 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now, here's Tucker, covered by Anthony. Middleton for 3, gets the three-pointer to fall. Middleton's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Bucks.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's McCollum. Banked in off the glass. McCollum's got 4 this quarter.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Teague with the ball. Jacks up a 3. The shot will not fall. And we've reached the end of the third. Bucks lead by 6. And right after this, we'll... And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Little in at the shooting guard position. Here's Teague. And he gets the bucket. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Well, nice to see Jeff Teague get down in there on the inside and come up with the bucket.
Lillard outside. Launches a 3. Jeff Teague with the rebound. Antetokounmpo dishes to Tucker. Antetokounmpo kicks it to Tucker. His first shot coming late. Excellent D that time from Jones. Trailblazers trail by 5. It's stolen by Teague. Tucker with the ball. He's picked up by Little. Here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
How about Lopez getting out as the big man with that kind of hustle in transition?
Lillard way outside, but they recover it. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Milwaukee leading by 7. Here's Connaughton. Dishes it to Tucker. Back to Connaughton. He kicks it to Tucker. 5 to shoot. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
And it's sent back by Lopez.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Holiday in for Teague. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Norman Powell comes in for Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Little.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Giannis outside. Lopez outside. Here's Connaughton. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. McCollum finds Covington. To stop the drought, it's tipped. Antetokounmpo against Powell. From the arc. Portland grabs the miss. There's the steal. Here's Connaughton. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And again, the Bucks miss.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
A three-pointer is right on target. Lillard's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Trailblazers. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Holiday against It's Lillard. Lopez. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Some changes here for the Bucks. Chris Milton comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Donte DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Here is Lillard. Now, here's Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. And it's McCollum in the corner. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And now just a 3-point Bucks lead.
And McCollum's pace hasn't changed even under pressure.
Lillard against Holiday. The dish to Lopez. Back to Holiday. Right side out of the Kumbo. Rebound by Nurkic. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Outside, Antetokounmpo.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
DiVincenzo with the rebound. And the miss. And so the Bucks take the win. They didn't make it easy on them. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For our What a story. David, thank you. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And for the Clippers, we've got Reggie Jackson. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Zubats in at the center. Now here's McCollum, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Tremendous box out. I love how he bodied up, held his ground, textbook, old school rebounding.
Lillard looking around. Down low, Nurkic kicks it out to Lillard. That three off the mark.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Morris finds George. To the paint. Here's Zubac. And that one drops for him.
Excellent pass, PG-13. Keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. To the inside. And finished off by Nurkic.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Now, here is George. Outside Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
Back to George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The consummate team player, Paul George, is an excellent leader, and he's cool to let others lead also.
For the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Kennard in for Reggie Jackson. Jones checked in for Portland. Lillard finds Nurkic. Lillard against George. It's Nurkic, top of the key. 4 on the shot clock. The second chance effort. No good on that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
Lillard against George. Lillard outside. Pass to Nurkic. Shoots over Cousins. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
A physical big. Nurkic embracing, going up and attracting the contact when he's trying to score.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for George. And the pass to Kennard. 1:29 left in the first quarter. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
With good size for a 2-guard, Luke Kennard can finish in the paint.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 1. Basket good.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Now, here's Kennard. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the first. Clock at 6. Feeds to Cousins. Lays it up off the glass.
We know Beverly's ability as a defender, but don't underestimate his ability as a distributor. He has good vision.
Now, here's Lillard. From deep. The Clippers grab the miss. Pass to Beverly. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Explosive first step off the bounce. Beverly has the speed to do this.
Rondo against Lillard. Down low, Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Here's Rondo. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. A good close contest. Damian Lillard told us before the game when asked how he...
Humble beginnings. I'm from...
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a five-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
Kennard is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's Batum. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Oturu in at the 4. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's McCollum after the basket by Los Angeles. Fires for 3. Portland with a new 14. And that one drops.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Now here's Beverly. Passes to Oturu. Back to Beverly. Launches it. And Cantor pulls it down.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
And here is Los Angeles now. Portland making their last shot. And Beverly kicks to Kennard. Pass to Oturu. Back to Kennard. Nurkic with the steal. McCollum against Cousins. Simons. It's blocked.
At the point guard position, Patrick Beverly is a great shot blocker.
Batum inside the 3-point line. And there's the pass to Cousins. And now Jones running the floor all by himself.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Clippers trail by 5. Beverly deciding where to go with it. He feeds it to Cousins. Back to Beverly. Batum for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Lillard against George. Lillard outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Portland again missing.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
All going up court. Morris, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Zubac the pass to Morris. Outside, George. Over Little. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Ooh, the craftiness of PG-13. Awesome job pulling the defender and jumping into the contact.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Lillard up top, defended by George. Lillard attacking. Chalk up two there.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Now here is George. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Pass to Canner. Lillard against George. Shoots the three. And it's Lillard missing. Passes it to Leonard. Inside. Here's Morris. Here's Zubac. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie John. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. And he doesn't get talked about that. And that does it for our half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And here is Los Angeles now. It's a three-point game. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the three. Nurkic with the steal. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. And a wide open look for McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
Jackson looking around. He kicks it to George. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And a minute played as the second half gets going. McCollum, no good. Clippers trail by 5. On the wing, Morris. Poked away. Nurkic with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Lillard with it. George picks him up. And that's good. Damian Lillard for 3. Lillard's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers. And Los Angeles guys shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. There's Jackson with the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
Zubac finds Leonard.
Finally getting one to fall. They were 0 for 3 to start this half.
Portland leading by 6. Now here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. Cullen passes to Covington. Shot clock at 6. Lillard up top, defended by George. Lillard misses.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
George dishes to Leonard. And it's sent back by Lillard. Second shot opportunity. And it's Leonard missing. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And the dunk by Covington.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
George against Lillard. Now, here is George. Not a lot of room. And here's Lillard, who brings it up for the Trailblazers. There's 1:47 left in the third quarter. There's the feed to Nurkic, and it goes down 2 points. Nurkic has got 8 points. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. Jackson kicks to George. Lets the 3 fly. That doesn't go either for George.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here is Lillard. He's got 9. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. Portland shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Trailblazers making a switch here. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Harry Giles comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Now here's Batum. He's tightly guarded. The 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And here's McCollum for 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Ivica Zubac, Patrick Beverley out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Batum, and it's Man in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. McCollum with the ball. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. And that's his first foul. Little, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Simons. Pass to Little. 5 on the clock. Over Kennard. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Little's got his first 2 points. Now Beverley. Now here's Kennard. Back to Beverley. Pulls up on the elbow. Kennard's shot is off. Here's Simons. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Jones for 3. Oturu with the rebound. Clippers trail by 12. To the left side wing. Cousins, the pass to Oturu. Back to Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
Owning that area around the rim, something DeMarcus has done as far back as we can remember.
Simons surveying the D. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Cantor's shot is off. Well, with the basket here, they could get back to within single digits. Out to the wing. Now here's Beverly. Tight defense on him. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. To the wing on the left. The pass to Mann from outside the arc. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 6 rebounds here tonight. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Cantor's got the lead up to 12 now for Portland.
And the coaching staff doesn't have any issue putting the ball in Cantor's hands inside. And why not? That part of his game is very refined.
And it's Beverly missing. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Simons, defended by Beverly. Shoots from the elbow. And it's Simons missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. And he lays it straight in. Cousins has got 4 this quarter.
If you thought that was an easy score for DeMarcus, you're right. He has endless moves to work with in the painted area.
Out to the right wing. Here's Little. Offline with his 3. Clippers trail by 10. Mann passes to Cousins. To the middle. Here's Oturu. Defended by Jones. Kennard for 3. And Jones pulls it down. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Trailblazers.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Yusuf Nurkic.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who acts like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
3-pointer. Offensive rebound. Out left to the wing. Lets it go with a 3. Little can't hit. Now the Clippers with it. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. From deep 3-point range. Cousins, no good. And here's Jones. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks, David. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Powell in at the 3. And for Brooklyn, Harden out there with Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Griffin, and it's Jordan in at the center filling out the middle. Now Irving, following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. And stolen by Lillard. Fast break, here we go. For the finish, and Lillard throws it down.
Boy, you have to respect the quickness of Lillard now because he's excellent at using his hands to complement those quick feet to come up with steals.
Now, here is Harden. Harris finds Griffin. That shot is off. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's Lillard, and it's blocked by Jordan. Another shot. Bucket is good.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility, and boy, he can strike at any time.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Irving drives in. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area. And one of the things about Harden is he is incredible at scoring despite getting hit. I mean, astonishing to me how he maintains his focus on these shots.
And it's Lillard missing. Nets have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Irving with the steal. Here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
You've got to plug up these lanes to the basket, especially when Griffin is slashing with force.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Irving against McCollum. Count that bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here is Irving. Pass to Jordan. Back to Irving. 6 to shoot. Outside Jordan. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Harris misses.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Here's Anthony. Griffin with the steal. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And the jam by Harden.
Boy, that was a masterful read from the talented Harden. I mean, he's at his best when he's attacking in the open court. Nobody better.
Nurkic with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. Now Harden outside for Griffin. 1:12 left in the first quarter of the game. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And how about Griffin continuing to own the paint? A fantastic power forward with good touch from there.
Nobody near Lillard. Cans it from downtown. Lillard's got 7.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Harden the pass to Irving. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Now, here's Nurkic. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Nurkic can't hit. The Nets have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Harris misses. High post, Nurkic. He's against Jordan. Three-pointer, Lillard. No good that time. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Nets lead by 1. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked.
I know that when the main guy...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
On the floor for Portland, we've got Robert Covington. Giles is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point guard position. Giles, the pass to McCollum, shoots, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And that's now 6 points for C.J. McCollum. Irving looking for an opening. Here's KD. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Now here's Brown. No points in the game yet for him. Shoots from the elbow. KD can't get it to go.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Here's Jones. Pass to Giles. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Griffin. Durant's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
Durant's a pleasure to watch moving in transition. So fluid and always under control.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
And finished off by KD.
Nice handles, tight handles, fluid handles, right into his shooting motion. Durant able to do everything on the offensive end.
And the basket by Lillard.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
KD against Covington. Stolen by Cantor. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. From 17 feet out. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
Covington wide open. He fires. And the three off target. Nets leading by 4. Here's Durant. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Durant's got 8 here in the quarter.
Tell you what, that defense was physical, and yet Durant, with great balance and composure, just stayed with it.
Lillard attacking Giles. Second shot opportunity, and Cantor with the lay-in. Good. Cantor's got his first basket.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Just 5 on the clock. Jordan trying to free himself up. Brown, good. Brown's got the lead back up to 6 now for Brooklyn.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And again, Brooklyn running the court in transition. Passes it to Griffin. It's not going to go for him. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. From deep. And the 3-ball is good. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
And so it's... All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They never put themselves in too much difficulty. And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden. Then there's Hurts. And it's Irving in at the shooting guard. Trailblazers trail by 3. Lobs it up for Anthony. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And the jam by Harden.
Tip of the hat to Irving there. He ignited the break with this underappreciated part of his game. His defense. Quick hands help on both sides of the court.
Here's McCollum. 9 points in the game so far. There's the pass to Lillard. Out to Anthony. Pass to Powell. Fires the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. On the wing, Harris. Plenty of space. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And now a 7-point Brooklyn lead. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively. But quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Nurkic.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Irving kicks to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep three.
Harden the pass to Irving. For the three. And the rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 6. McCollum kicks to Powell. From deep. They grab their own miss.
That's exactly how you win a rebound battle. Get good position and then use your strength to hold on to that position.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Cantor comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
And the dunk by Powell.
Ever the opportunist, McCollum probing for a weakness, finds one and exploits it.
Brooklyn making some changes. Kevin Durant's checked in for Joe Harris. Landry Shamet comes in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Brown in for James Harden. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. Shots good by Durant. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
And that one, good. McCollum's got 11 points.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Here's KD. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. First free throw is good.
Boy, you look at Durant's resume. He's already accomplished most of the big individual honors. League MVP, Finals MVP, scoring champion.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And Carmelo Anthony is subbed in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Shamet the pass to Claxton. 24 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Right side Durant. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
Shamet with it. It's Durant on the wing. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. KD's got 6 here in this quarter. Here's Jones. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Nets out in front. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Portland, they've got Enes Kanter. Giles is out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Anthony, and it's Simons in at the one. Harris with it. Jones covering, and there's a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, Landry Shamet comes in for Harris, and it's Brown in for James Harden. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Little comes in for Anthony, and Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. Lillard scanning the floor. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. And here are the Trailblazers now. 7-point differential. Drills the three-pointer.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
Pass to Brown. Pass to Claxton. 4 on the clock. And Durant puts up a deep three. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Durant's got 9 points here in the second half. Trailblazers trail by 7. And a deep three from Lillard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Burnett shooting 65%. An outstanding offensive display from them. And it's Jones with the ball for the Trailblazers. The wide open shot by Little. A three-pointer, no good. That's leading by 7. And then Durant with the jam.
Just way too much length at the rim to contest. Durant is in a league of his own offensively.
Three-pointer, Lillard. The offensive rebound.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Here's Durant. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's KD. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. KD's got 23.
Well, that's par for Durant. I mean, that's what he gives you, the ability to score at all 3 levels.
Lillard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Durant way outside. Off target from outside. Trailblazers trail by 9. Durant with the steal. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Griffin kicks to KD. Powell with the steal. And now it's Giles running. He can go all the way. Three-pointer, Lillard sinks the three-pointer. Lillard's got 11 in the second half.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
Durant with The wide open look. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's McCollum. Lillard finds Canner. There's the triple. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Damian Lillard.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
KD, that's for 2. The rebound by Giles. The Trailblazers shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here is Jordan. Harden outside. The pass to Durant. Clock at 6. Back to Harden. Nets passing it around. Shoots over Powell. They get it back.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Powell. It drops. And now they trail by just 4.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
And Durant puts up a deep 3. No good there. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the... David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us.